At the end of 2024, Oxford, the dictionary people picked their word of the year. It wasn't about politics, it wasn't about war, it was brain rot. Use of the term had jumped 230% in a single year. But read Oxford's definition closely, and there's a word almost everyone missed. The supposed deterioration of a person's mental state. Supposed. Even the dictionary is hedging. Because the truth about brain rot is stranger than the panic, and by the end of this video, it points somewhere most people never look. Here's the story everyone tells. Your generation is lazy. You've got the attention span of a goldfish. 8 seconds shorter than a fish. You've heard that stat. It's in keynotes, in newspapers, in 1,000 videos like this one. A BBC reporter traced it to its source. There is no study. The number was invented. The Goldfish Part 2. Nobody ever measured a goldfish getting bored at 9 seconds. So the most famous fact about your attention is fiction, and the panic itself isn't even new. The first person recorded complaining about brain rot was Henry David Thoreau, in Walden, in 1854. Every generation believes the new medium is rotting minds, so what is actually happening in yours? Here's the reframe this channel exists for. Your brain is not rotting, your brain is running ancient software, the same seeking, wanting, checking machinery that kept your ancestors alive, inside an environment that was engineered deliberately to exploit it. That's not decay, that's a mismatch. And once you see the mismatch, everything about your scrolling starts to make sense. To understand it, you have to go back, way back, to when information was the scarcest resource a human could find. For most of human history, information was survival. Where the berries grow, which track is fresh, what the sky is about to do. Your ancestors foraged for information exactly like they foraged for food. And the ones who craved the new thing, who checked over the next hill, lived longer and left more children. Scientists call it information-foraging. We hunt facts the way animals hunt patches of berries. Stay while the patch is rich, move on when it thins. Sound familiar? That's a feed. Stay while it's interesting, swipe when it's not. The instinct is ancient, only the patch is new. In the 1950s, a biologist named Nico Tinbergen found something strange. Herring gull chicks peck the red spot on a parent's beak to get food. Tinbergen offered them a fake, a stick with exaggerated red stripes. The chicks pecked the fake harder than a real parent. Give a bird an enormous fake egg, brighter and more speckled than its own, and it will sit on the fake and abandon the real one. He called it a supernormal stimulus. Exaggerate the signal, and instinct follows the exaggeration. A feed is a red stick. It's social information, gossip, faces, danger, status, with every dial turned past anything nature ever built. Layer 2. In the same era, B.F. Skinner put pigeons in boxes and varied one thing, the schedule of the reward. Reward every peck, steady interest. Reward every 10th peck, steady work. But reward after a random number of pecks and something breaks. The pigeon pecks furiously, endlessly, and keeps pecking long after the rewards stop. It's called a variable ratio schedule. It is the most compulsion-forming reward schedule ever documented, and it's the exact engine inside every slot machine. Now look at your thumb. Pull, refresh. Maybe nothing. Pull. Maybe a like, a message, something amazing. The feed doesn't reward every check, it rewards unpredictably. Your phone runs the slot machine's schedule. Skinner found the pattern in pigeons, Silicon Valley shipped it to 5 billion people, and the chemical driving it isn't what you think. Dopamine isn't pleasure. In the 90s, Wolfram Schultz measured single dopamine neurons and found they fire for something more specific. The gap between what you expected and what you got. A surprise reward, big burst. A fully predicted reward, almost nothing. That means a guaranteed payoff eventually goes silent. But a maybe, a 50-50, keeps the signal alive forever. Dopamine is wanting, not liking. Which explains the strangest thing about scrolling. You check and check and check and you're not even enjoying it. You were never supposed to. The system runs on anticipation. The maybe is the product. So what does this cocktail do to attention? Gloria Mark has been measuring it since 2004. Stopwatch in hand, shadowing office workers. Back then, people stayed on one screen about 2.5 minutes before switching. Today, about 47 seconds. Not attention span. This is how long we actually stay before something pulls us away. And after a real interruption, her data says it takes around 23 minutes to fully return to the task. Worse, attention doesn't switch clean. Sophie Leroy showed that when you jump tasks, a residue of the last one stays behind. Part of your mind is still in the feed while you're pretending to work. Every switch leaves a smear, 47 seconds at a time, all day long. But here's where honesty matters, because some of the famous scary studies didn't hold up. Stanford 2009. Heavy media multitaskers were worse at filtering distractions, cited everywhere. When other labs reran it, 12 studies, meta-analyzed, the effect was near zero. Multitasking makes you slower in the moment. It doesn't seem to break you permanently. Memory? The Google effect. We remember where to find things more than the things themselves. Partly true, but the flashiest part of that study failed to replicate too. And the museum experiment where photographing art hurt memory has a beautiful twist. Visitors who zoomed in on a detail remembered it fine. The camera wasn't the problem. Attention was. It's not the phone, it's the mode. And the biggest claim of all, that scrolling is rotting brains? Those studies are correlations. People who scroll more do score worse on attention tests, but nobody knows which way the arrow points. And dopamine detox? You cannot fast from a neurotransmitter. Abstinence doesn't drain or refill dopamine. That's not how any of this works. So no, science has not shown your brain is rotting. What it has shown is the machinery. An ancient seeking system, a supernormal signal, a slot machine schedule. The mechanism is proven, the rot is not, and that distinction changes everything about what to do next. Because if the mechanism is the story, then you were never the problem. You're not weak, you're not broken. You are one human willpower budget up against thousands of engineers, A/B testing every pixel to hold you for one more swipe. Blaming yourself for losing that fight is like blaming yourself for being hungry in a candy store built by people who studied your hunger. Your environment changed, your brain didn't, which means the fix isn't more shame. It's changing the environment back. And here's the good news nobody tells you. The single most rigorous study in this entire field isn't about damage, it's about recovery. 2025, a pre-registered trial, 467 adults, mobile internet blocked on their phones for 2 weeks, calls and texts still worked. Screen time fell by half. Sustained attention measurably improved. Again, the authors compared to rolling back 10 years of age-related decline. Mental health improved more than in the average antidepressant trial. 91% got better on something. 2 weeks. So fix one is friction. You don't need to throw your phone away. You need distance. Blocker on. Phone in the other room while you work. Not because the phone radiates evil, because every added step breaks the slot machine's rhythm. Fix 2. Retrain the checking loop. A field experiment took 237 people and batched their notifications into 3 deliveries a day. Result: calmer, more focused, more in control. Real-time alerts did worse, and here's the twist. 0 notifications did worse too. Total silence raised anxiety. 3 batches a day beat both extremes, then practice the thing the feed untrained, single tasking. 1 task, 1 window, 1 protected block, because every switch you don't make is residue you don't carry, and let yourself be bored again. Standing in line with nothing? That's not wasted time, that's the state your best ideas have been waiting for. The evidence there is early, but the cost of trying is 0. Fix 3, and this is the one that matters most here. Don't just remove the fake rewards, replace them with the real ones they imitate. The feed is fake social information. The real thing is a table with people around it. Fake foraging is a scroll, real foraging is a walk outside, and real longer time outdoors is where the attention research actually looks promising. One psychiatrist who treats addiction reports that craving fades around week 4. Her clinical observation, not a trial, but it rhymes with everything else here. Give the ancient software the inputs it was written for, and the pull of the imitation weakens. So, brain rot was the word of the year, and even its own definition says supposed. Your brain isn't rotting, it's foraging in a patch that was engineered to never run out. Tonight you can hand it a real patch instead. 1 move, pick any. Internet blocker, 2 weeks. Notifications into 3 batches. Phone in the other room for 1 protected hour. Or the oldest one. A table, real faces, no screens. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. More than 5 trillion hours of it went into apps last year. The engineers already know what it's worth. Time you did too.